Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to add and sell a product on your website using XT-CMS. I have open in front of me here a demo website, and I'm on the store page, and on this page here you can see we've already got some products, some sample products added, and I'm just going to quickly go through how these products are shown and how customers will interact with them on your website before I show you how to add a new product. So you can see these products on the store page here. The layout and how these are organized on your page can be customized, so instead of having them one single row of products, you might prefer to have a kind of a grid pattern of products. And also, as products are listed in a particular category, there might be too many for a particular page, so they'll go on to the next page down here, and you can browse through the various different pages of that category by using the links. If you want to view information on a product, you can click on the image or click on the name. So if you click on the name of this product here, it'll open up the product detail page with some information on the product. This particular product has the add to cart disabled, so it's kind of like an information only product. So there's no add to cart button. People can't actually purchase it through the shopping cart, but they can still view information on it. If we just go back now, you can see these products down here have got the add to cart option enabled, so you can, if you wanted to buy one of these, you could just click the add to cart, or you can click into the product detail page for more information, and then click the add to cart button. So when a customer clicks the add to cart button, it will add that product to the shopping cart. This little pop-up will come up and tell you that how many items you have in your shopping cart and how much value is on the shopping cart at the moment. It'll also update if you have the shopping cart menu displayed on your website. This will update automatically as well. If you want to continue shopping, then you can just click anywhere on the screen, or you can just click the continue shopping button here and carry on. So say we wanted to add another 2 of these, we could put in the quantity of 2 and add them to the cart, and you can see now we've got 3 items and the value has gone up. So if you wanted to then purchase your items, you can view your cart by clicking any of these links here, or in the shopping cart menu on your website, or just by clicking the checkout button. So the checkout button will bring you to the first page of the checkout process, which is basically your shopping cart and the contents of what you've added to your shopping cart. So you can see we've got 3 of these added and the total amount here. Just to show you, if I can go and add another product quickly here, let's just add one of these and then go to the checkout. You can see now we've added additional products, so they're shown like this, and you can actually click through to have a look at them if you want, or if you want to remove a product, you can check it, click the update cart button to remove it. If you want to change the quantity, you can change that to 2, and if you hit the update cart button, it will it will update the totals now for 2 of these, and then when you're ready, you can click the checkout button and go through the checkout process. So I'm not going to go into all the checkout process now, filling all that out. I just want to get back on topic pretty much and show you how to add a new product into your website here so people can actually purchase it. Okay, so to do that, we're going to go to the admin area, and if you go to the products page in the admin area, so you can get to that from here, and click products. I'm already on it here at the moment, and you can see all the different products in your website. You can see whether they're in stock or out of stock, and you can modify them, or if you click on the link here, it'll bring you to the actual product detail page on your website, so you can see what it looks like. So to add a new product, then you again go to your admin menu. Beside products, just click the add link here, and that will open up the add new product page. Now, a new feature in the upcoming 1.8 update is new help up here. So if you click on this, it'll actually bring you some information, some help on all the different aspects of the particular page you're on. So this particular page is adding and modifying a product, but I'm going to go through this now one step at a time anyway in this video. So the first thing, if we look at the product status, is the first thing. So you can either set this to in stock or out of stock. If you set it to in stock, the product will be shown to your customers or visitors on the website, and you said out of stock, it won't be shown on the website, but you can still access it through the admin area and change and stuff like that. And when you're ready then to put it out to your customers again, you can just mark it in stock and update it. So we'll leave that to in stock for the moment. And the next thing is the product name. So that's self-explanatory. Okay, so for this product that I'm going to add, I'm just going to create a cupcake product basically. So I'm going to put the name in as cupcakes. Okay, and I'm going to the product code then is the next thing. So this is optional. Really, if say you have a supplier or manufacturer code, you can put that in there as a reference to the product, but we're going to just leave that blank for this. The URL slug is for friendly URLs. I'll come back to that in a moment. The next thing is price. So we want to set a price for cupcakes. So let's say we're going to charge €5 for these. This can be any currency. If you're using dollars, it'd be $5. But so we put in the value of 5, and if we want to set a tax rate 23%, so the gross that the customer will end up paying is €6.15. If you want, you can. If you wanted to have the price €5 including the tax, you could set that to 5, and the net price would update as well. But so we'll just set it back to that for now. And I'm going to go through the rest of the items in a moment, but for now I'm going to add this product with just the name and the price and the fact that it's in stock, and that's all you need to do when you're adding a new product. But of course you'll end up wanting to put more information on it, but so let's just add that right now. So the new product cupcakes has been added. You can modify it or add a new product below. So we don't want to add a new product, so we're going to want to modify it, but let's just have a look at that first. If we click this link, it'll open up the product on the product detail page on our website. So you can see cupcakes, $6.15, add to cart, and really that's as simple a product as you're going to get, but we want to add more information to that. So let's go back to our admin area, and we're going to modify this product. Now if you want to modify a product that you just added, you can click that link, but you can also go to products here, look for your cupcakes product or whatever product you want to modify, and just click the modify link, and that will bring up the same page. So now we can actually go through each item one at a time, and I'll show you how it affects as we update basically. So the we'll explain the product code, the URL slug again. I'll come back to that last probably. The additional price text, say they're on sale, or you want to put a bit of a note beside the price. So what could we put here? Well, let's just put special offer, straightforward. Let's say it's a it's what we're into August, so let's say August special offer. So now if I just go down and save the changes and go back and refresh that page, you can see that it puts that text beside the price, so €6.15 August special offer. It's just a little area that you can add text like that to. The main content then, this is pretty much where you'll put your description for your product. So whatever you want to put in here. These cupcakes are lovely and tasty. Just put an L capital T there. And I'm not going to spend all day typing a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to copy and paste this a little bit. Just imagine you've got 2 paragraphs of text describing your product. And now let's save that. And let's go back and refresh what it looks like on our website, and you can see now we've got our descriptive text explaining what our product is. So now say you wanted to add some images for your product. So well, what are we on to next? We're actually the description and the main keywords. The description, let's skip by this because that's mostly SEO stuff, and you don't have to put it in, although I definitely recommend putting in the description. Really, that's just a one sentence description of your product, or two sentences ideally, I suppose. So you'd put in, obviously these sentences would have to be optimized with the important keywords, but cupcakes is our main keyword there, so let's put that in for now. And actually, let's not duplicate it, I suppose, even though it's a test. And keywords, so main keyword would be cupcakes, I suppose. Oops. And then whatever, maybe buy cupcakes or something like that. Okay, so they should be comma separated keywords, key phrases, and up here this should be proper written sentences. Okay, product weight and product volume, they are pretty much, if you're going to be using shipping options that take into account the weight and volumes of products. So for now we're just going to leave that blank. You can say if you have a straightforward enough, if your product is straightforward enough, you might just have a flat rate shipping and you don't need to even worry about these values. But they're there if you want to get a bit more complex about it, I suppose. The categories then is the next thing. So at the moment, if we go to our website again, if I click on the store page and look for that product that we just added, it's not actually showing up at the moment. And the reason for that is because we've not added the product to this category. So to do that, we go to categories and then we select the category we want that product to display. We can actually select multiple categories, but we really just want to display it on the where am I going? Categories. You need to just display that on the store page, which is this one here, I believe. So select that. Now let's just save this again, and let's go back and let's have a look now, see if it's showing up. So we go to our store page again, and you can see our cupcakes product is now showing up. Has the brief description here, and if you click through to it, it brings us to our product detail page. And there's no image at the moment, so let's add an image to that now in a minute. So let's go back to the admin area. Product media is the next thing. So you can add images to your product, or you can also add a video of your product if you have a video on YouTube, but we'll just add some images for now. Click on the choose file button, and these are some cupcake images I got off a template in Zara, just to show you how to add images. So let's add our first image, basically. Well, let's add the red cake as our first image, and then go down and save changes. So now we go back and refresh. But before we do that, if you scroll down, you can actually check if you've added the image, and any image you add to a product will be shown here. And you can put in the alt text for the image. If you want, you can delete images as well, and you can also set the main image for the product. So let's just refresh this page here, and you can see now our cupcake image is being displayed, and we click through to look at the detail. You can also see the image has been displayed there. So let's go back now and add the other images as well. So we're going to add this cakes image. Yeah, add the cakes image. Click this button here to add the image. Okay, and now let's choose our third image, which is the chocolate cake image, and click the add image button again, and you can see that all our images have been added. Now you might think, well, that red cupcake image isn't making the best it's not the best maybe representation of your product, so maybe you want to show, maybe this image should be better because it's showing lots of different varieties. So let's make that our main image. Tick the main image radio button and click save changes again, and go back and refresh it, and you can see now the image is updated. And if we go and click through onto the product, you can see all the images that we've added have been added here, and you can actually look through them on the product image gallery here. And so that's basically how you add images to the product. So now we've got a nice fill out product page now with our product name, the price information, our add to cart button is there, and the description and the images. So let's go back to the admin area now, and actually if we click add to cart on that right now, you can see that we've actually added the cupcakes to our cart. Now let me go back to the admin area and see what else we can change on this. The alt text is just a description of the image, so ideally you should have these different and describing what they are. So they could be red cupcakes, chocolate cupcakes, and just cupcakes. Okay, so the next thing is product options. So for example, say you were selling the cupcakes in boxes, and you could buy a box of 10 or a box of 20. So what you could do is here you could put in the box size, for example, and put in 10, or maybe number of cupcakes would probably be more descriptive. So let's go number of cakes, 10, and the price, basically that's just the default. So we'll leave, you say you get 10 for €5. Maybe actually 5 would make more sense, I don't know. Okay, so let's click 5, and say then you wanted to buy you could also buy 10, a box of 10, so you go 10 cupcakes, and you could add on maybe only €3, so you kind of save by buying more. So this will add 3 onto the price. So let's just add that. Before I go any further, let me just save this and show you what that looks like. So click Save Changes, go to Products and refresh it. And what that does is that adds a little drop down box here, so your customer comes along and says, I'd like to buy 5 cakes, and you just add that to cart and it'll be this price. But say you want to buy 10 instead, you can select 10 and it will actually add 3 onto the price. So let me just let me clear the cart here for the moment. Just delete everything out of there so you can see how that works. We go back to our product. So say the customer wants to buy 10 of them, and clicks add to cart, and then we have a look at that. You can see that they've bought cupcakes, number of cupcakes 10, and the price now is €9.15 instead of, it's added €3 onto the price basically. So again, if you go back down to product options, so say you were selling them in different varieties, so so let's create a box called a variety option, and we can have a mixed variety, and we won't have this effect on price, so we'll just leave the price as blank, or you can have just chocolate. So you'd say variety all chocolate, or all red, whatever flavor that is, and add option there as well. So now we've got 2 different options. We've got number of cakes and variety, and the different types of each of them. So let's save that now, and if you go and view that product page again, you can see now we've got 2 drop boxes, so the customer can decide whether, well, I'd like the variety, I just want all chocolate, so I want all chocolate, and I would like 10 instead of 5, and let me add that to the cart. And if you click on the shopping cart, you can see that's our initial one that we just added, but now the customer's added the new selection here. Basically they've ordered all chocolate, 10 cupcakes all chocolate basically. And so that's how product options work. And product options can be anything. So if you're selling shirts, you could have the size medium, large, color, red, blue. That's what product options are. And you can have them either adding to the price, doing nothing at all like the variety one we have here, or you can change this to equals instead of add. And so if you were to do it on this existing one here, instead of adding €3 onto the price, it would actually make the price 3. So you could change that to 9 or something, or 7 or something like that. And when the customer selects that option, it will force it to be €7 instead of adding onto the. It'll ignore this price and just make it 7. So if you have a lot of different options, it's better to do the add option. If you've just got the one option, maybe then equals might be easier for you to use. Okay, and that's what product options are. Okay, so the next thing is product display options, and the first thing is visibility, and you can change this to auto, visible, or hidden. You don't really need to worry too much about this. It's best to just leave that on auto. Basically what it'll do is there's a global setting which allows you to show out of stock products or not, and by default it doesn't show them. So if you have it set to auto, it will obey that rule, but you can actually from product to product you actually force it to visible or hidden as well. So don't worry too much about that. Leave that on auto. It's a special case thing, and if you need it, it's there. Next thing is page template. This is basically the page template that this product will use. Page template's the overall look of the page. I've covered page templates and themes in the review, so I won't go into too much here. So you basically just select that there. Okay, so the next thing is related products. Basically, if you want to display other products on this particular products page, you can do that by selecting them here. So if this product is cupcakes, you might say, well, maybe a box of chocolates or something like that might be a related product, and you could add it here. So just to show you what that looks like, I'll just select something here and save it. And if I view the cupcakes page, product page, you can see down here we have related products, and it will show any related products that we've selected here. So it's just a way, like, if the customer is looking at cupcakes and oh, this might be interesting as well, because it's a similar type of product, although in this case obviously not. So what's next? Next thing is related products, advanced product settings. Okay, so the product behavior, add to cart, you can change that to info only. If I change that to info only and look at the page, what it will do is it will remove the add to cart button, so customers can still see all the information on the product and the different ways it can be ordered, but they can't actually add it to cart. You can put a note in your description to say something like available soon or something like that, or whatever the case may be. Next is the product note font. So I'll enable this, and you can set it to optional or required. So let's just put the option for the moment and save that. And when you look at the product page, then let me think. Oh yeah, sorry, you have to go back. These will only work. Where is it? Yeah, the behavior must be add to cart for these options to work. So we got to switch this back to add to cart and save it again and refresh. What that does is adds a little note box down here, and you can say what I've added some text in here in between video edits, and basically if people could decorate the cakes maybe with their name on it or customize it, it allows a place then for them to enter the special text or the name they want on it. So for example, I've added this line here. It says, if you would like your name decorated onto the cake, please put your name please put the name you would like on the cake in the text box below. So you would write a little note, say, please include my name, whatever, Thomas, at the cart. When you do that and you place this order, then the instructions will be there, so the person, the shop owner who's running the site, can see that this customer wants this included on the cake. You can use that for other things like greeting cards, messages, engraving onto products, and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what that option does. And there's the option to make it optional or required. If you set it to required, it won't allow you to actually add it to the cart unless you fill this in. So if I try and submit this, you get the message, it requires a message. So that's what that does. There's also a file upload option, which is very similar to this, except instead of providing a note, you actually can or have to upload a file. So it's a rare case where you want to use this really, but again, say for example, you were providing engraving of images or printing of images, and the customer could upload a photograph or something like that, then you could use this option. So when they're ordering the product, they have the facility to actually upload a photo with their order. Okay. Product inquiry form. If you check this box and save changes, this will add basically a contact form onto the page, so you can actually inquire about the product. So this is actually quite useful if it's information only, say it's a coming soon product. So let's just change some stuff back here. So let's put it to info only and disable that. Save the changes, and if you refresh the page, this product, say, is coming. You could put your price text here as coming soon, for example, and then you could actually have your customers inquiring about, when will this be available, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Okay, so that's one example of how you can use it, and that will basically just send an email straight to you. Okay. What else have we got here? The subscription period and subscribe to. This is if you want to create subscription based products. So say you were selling a magazine subscription, and people, you could set this to like a yearly subscription of 365 days, and you don't need to use this, but you can also subscribe whoever purchases this to particular user groups. This is kind of advanced. I'm not going to get too much into the subscription stuff because that could be a whole video all to itself anyway. And the final thing then is user group permissions. So this just basically, if you just want certain people to be able to see and buy the product, you can create user groups and use this then to block it from certain people and show other people. So you could, for example, say you wanted this particular product only to be viewable by, say, your trade customers or something like that. You could create a user group called trade customers, add all your particular users into that user group, and then set it here so this product only is viewable to them. And that's pretty much it. So that's how to add a product, and there's quite a bit to that, but like it gives you a lot of options and flexibility. So there it is.